Welcome back, family and fans, to another LOHS TV Game Day broadcast. My name is Nafiza, and beside me is the one and only Mr. Fitzgerald. And tonight, the Legends will host the Spruce Grove Panthers in Osborne's junior men's fifth game of the season, as well as the Panthers' fifth. The Panthers currently hold a record of 1 win to 3 losses, while the Legends are at 0-4. Mr. Fitz, what do you see for the starting lineups and rosters?
Yeah, that's a great question. So I think for the Legends, we're going to be starting with, or sorry, actually, we've got the away Panthers here up first. So we've got Owen Chalk, Dawson Hunter, Cohen Smith, Sawyer King, and Tanner Barclay starting for the Panthers. And for your Lillian Osborne Legends, I don't know our starting five is yet. We're gonna find out here shortly, but. It will, you know, Coach Tom likes to keep that a secret. We can't give that away too soon. We'll have to see how they come out here.
Shout out to our refs for tonight, Dan and Barry.
Yeah, you can't do it without the refs, so good to see them coming out here. Not the hardest weather they've had to get here in this year, but always good to see the refs coming out, especially for these single games. I think they like to work the back-to-back, but just one game on the roster tonight, these junior men matchup. And I think this is the last game around before everyone goes into our finals break. So
yeah, I think it is too. I admire the refs as they're running around all game, almost as much as the players actually.
Yeah, absolutely. They don't get much in the way of breaks, so you got to be in at least decent shape to make your way up and down the court and still be able to keep your thoughts coherent.
I wouldn't be able to do that, that's for sure. I think for Legends, it's number 4 Gil, number 23 Tran, number 6 Ainsworth. Number 22nd, number 12, Onyegbula, and number, can't see the last guy.
Yeah, I think that's Mason Drinkwater, number 7, who's going to be the starting point guard here today. So looks like the Legends are coming out a little bit small here, but you know, that can come with its own advantages. So, and a quick wardrobe adjustment there for. One of the Legends players, but things are set to tip off here. So opening tip is going to go to the Panthers there, and we see the Legends back quickly on defense, but that mid-range falls. So the scoring is opened in a hurry by the Panthers, and we'll see how the Legends respond on this possession here. And Drinkwater kicking out there, and a nice inside attempt. Rebound scooped up by Tran. And he's able to keep a second effort alive, but that will be Panthers ball in transition, looking to push the pace here. And we see that swing pass, and they're going to swing it all the way across yet again. And the three-pointer comes up a little bit long, but Panther pressure gives them another shot at that. But Legends are back to support one another, and this pressure early is something that the Legends are going to have to figure out, because clearly a strategy by the Panthers to put a little pressure on and come out with a bit of an edge.
That was really rapid. Right away, everyone rushed for the ball.
Yeah, we just go from sitting around and talking to a whole lot of things happening. All right, and that's going to be Panther ball on the baseline.
Yes.
And quick inbound there is going to be a nice putback for number 10, Gilbertson, on the Panthers. And that's no basket there. That's going to be waved off. I think the Panthers coach is looking for a little bit of clarification on the score, but maybe just needs to be patient there. All right, Gill set to inbound to Drinkwater here. And let's see if the Legends can run some set offense here. As Tran sets that inside screen, Drinkwater uses it and decides to take it himself. Quick offense coming up a little bit short yet again, and the Panthers pushing pace with that ball inside and getting to a nice spot there. So quick 6-0 lead. It's been a bit of a theme for the Legends this year, or at least the junior men's, starting from behind. Let's hope they can rally here and take care of the ball. And nice inside look for Tran, goes a little bit long off that back iron. And the Panthers secure the rebound and are able to bring that into the half court. And before the shot, we've got a quick travel there by number 5, that's Chalk. And so Drinkwater is set to bring it up yet again. Let's see if we can get a few more members of this Osborne squad involved on the offense this time. And they find Jackson in the corner. That's Gill, and that three is good. So it cuts that lead in half.
That was Anderson with the 3-pointer, I believe.
Hey, close, but no, I think that was Jackson there.
Oh, okay,
or
okay,
sorry, maybe it's Jackson Anderson. No, that's Max Anderson. I apologize. I'm going back and forth between first and last names, while we've got some good action going on. But another inside look for the Legends, and a nice look there. Just can't quite get it to go. So we're going to see the Panthers push pace here. And he decides he's going to pull that himself. And the long rebound is going to end up back in Panthers' hands. And the second attempt on the inside is enough to draw the foul on the contact. And we'll see number 6. That's Hunter going to the line here. And a couple early checks by both coaches. Looks like the Panthers are running with a relatively short bench, so they're going to make a change. Hunter coming out. And the Legends themselves have subbed in 2 players here. And first free throw just off the side.
A lot of scuffle here already.
Yeah, you got to love a good squeaky shoe.
It is the 5th game for both teams. And I believe they're both close to Division 1.
Yeah, the division right now is a lot of teams that have had a lot of success and a lot of teams that haven't had so much success. So I think both the Legends and the Panthers are looking to get out of the bottom and move somewhere towards the middle of the pack. But, you know, you're going to have to play another 37 minutes to see how that shakes out.
Another call there for Legends, I believe.
Yeah, I think that was a travel call or maybe a carry on number 12. And so we're going to see him check out and Dennis Calillo check on in. And nice contest by Gill, probably just enough to push that shot long. And Dennis Calillo, wasting no time since coming in. Gets right to the rack, but can't finish amidst 3 Panthers player. So we're going to see them set up their half-court offense.
The Panthers are showing off with some nice passes overhead.
Yeah, always good to look for that open man and move the ball. Legends are showing some strong defense here, though, as they work at weight into the shot clock. And ultimately, Dennis Calillo is able to pull that down.
Stolen by Hunter, Dawson Hunter from the Panthers. He's been having a lot of steals already.
Yeah, big impact in these early minutes. And he tries his hand at a Euro step, which is enough to get him open, but he can't quite find that soft finish. And so we're going to see Garib try the same type of move, and that ball is going to go out of bounds, so that'll be Legends ball inbounding from the back.
That's good to see how the Panther head helps Garib get himself back on the feet. It's good to see opposite teams helping each other out.
Yeah, absolutely. At the end of the day, we're all here to have some fun, learn, grow as basketball players. So no sense being too aggressive just in the first quarter. And a nice look for Garib there. So the Legends have only made 2 shots, but that's enough to tie up the game as we have a 6-6.
They were both 3-pointers.
And great defensive wall set up by the Legends there. And some quick ball movement is going to give a decent shot to the Legends, but Garib decides to go for a little walk before putting that ball down. So that's going to be another turnover. And Coach Safi, a former player of mine on this very same junior Legend squad, is encouraging these young men to talk on defense. It makes a huge defense, but or a huge difference rather, but not quite enough on that possession there. And Drinkwater is going to bring that one up, find Dennis Calillo in the corner, and that 3-point attempt is a little bit short there, coming off the glass. Panthers looking to push some pace, but they do so right into Drinkwater, and that's going to be an offensive foul, so another opportunity for the Legends here. And the Legends look to swing the ball after a quick attack. Drinkwater gets it back eventually, and his 3-point shot is just off. And nice pressure by Dennis Khalil. It's enough to upset the Panthers, but it's still going to be Panthers ball. So, you know, often if you put that pressure on the big man, they don't have quite the same handles as the guards on the team do. So, good instinct there.
That's for certain. The Panthers are pushing hard, but I think the Legends are catching up on the defense.
Yeah, we often say the first quarter is really both teams just kind of feeling one another out, getting a sense for the matchups. And, you know, a little bit of back and forth is pretty typical at this early point in the game. Also, we should mention we had Fu check in there. That's number 2 for the Legends. And he's going to take Drinkwater off. So we'll see what that guard depth looks like for the Legends here tonight. And the corner 3 is a little bit long. And while Dennis Cleo is capable of keeping his man at bay, it's, oh, and then actually the ref is just going to come over to the score table and make a quick clarification about the shot clock. I think they had an early reset there, but no iron was touched, so.
I think he noticed that in time.
Yeah, smart move by the ref.
Some discussion over there by the refs. Number 11, Garib and Fu are being sent. I thought they were being subbed out.
All right, so we've got, 7 on the shot clock, and certainly enough time to do some damage, but time will be on the defense's advantage as long as they can hold strong here. And that 3-point attempt is going to find its way in.
That was the first 3-pointer of the Panthers for the night by,
I believe that was number 21. All right, and another quick Panthers possession yet again. Looking to work that ball around. And Dennis Cleo has been all over the court in his short minutes today, able to pull down that rebound.
And he succeeds.
Yeah, ultimately able to take it all the way and use the window. The glass is your friend in basketball.
That's a good quote.
And the corner 3 is going to be ever so slightly long. Great contest by Dennis Cleo. And he finds himself grabbing another board. Lots of pressure, but this time moves the ball quickly. And a lovely little step-through layup there by Garib.
I think that was by Barclay from the Panthers.
Yeah, tough shot there, kind of falling into it, but was able to keep that momentum alive and find the target.
Through.
Yeah. And another attempt by Garib, back-to-back possessions with him scoring there. And that long rebound is going to find its way to Garib, so we'll see if he's going to look to keep doing the same thing he has been doing. And even though he's a little bit strong
Nice
that time.
Nice teamwork by Dabowski and Garib.
Yeah, absolutely. Able to clean up that rebound and put it home. And that is out of bounds on the Legends.
Subs in Irambona for Panthers. Sorry if I butchered your name. And Gilbertson comes out, number 10.
And we've got Samuel Tran stepping back in. And I believe there was just a technical foul call. So Garib is going to be shooting a free throw, or maybe it's 2 in this case. Didn't hear exactly what was said, but whatever it was, the ref didn't like it. And that free throw is going to come up a little bit short. Yeah, it is just 1 free throw. That's typical for the technicals. All Right in the baseline inbound for the Panthers. They're going to go all the way out. And they're able to swing the ball around. Looking again from three-point range to get things going, but ultimately some good help defense inside makes that a tough shot. You know, Gill as the extra defender is in the right spot, but illegal use. So a little too much contact with the hands there, and that's going to find
number 6 on the line, Hunter.
Absolutely. So shooting 2.
I believe that's the second time on the free throw line.
And the first shot looks good, but it's a little bit heavy, and that's going to bounce right out.
I really like watching the routines for the free throw. Some players have unique dribbling. Just force the ball down.
Yeah, you want to make that shot as consistent as it can possibly be. So a little routine can go a long way in just letting your body kind of go back to what you've practiced and let you kind of get into that moment.
Subs in for the Legends. Drinkwater for Gill.
And Drinkwater looking to find Tran on the inside, but a little too much oomph on that pass. You know, I play as a guard myself, and oftentimes I expect big man to just be able to rip down any pass, but not the case. Not necessarily a reasonable expectation.
Communication between your teammates is a very big thing. If they're not there, they're not there.
And a little bit of overextension by the Legends defense allows the Panthers big man to go to work there. So close game through the first quarter here. The Legends responded well from that early deficit.
They really did. The defense pulled up, and now it's 16-16.
And Garib is feeling it tonight. I think that's his 6th points, if I'm not mistaken. At least his 6 points.
I think that's a bit more than 6. 8, actually.
8 points, there you go. But the Panthers are able to respond quickly on the other end. So lots of offense here in the first quarter. And Garib is going to try that probing dribble, draws a ton of defenders, and he'll kick it out to Dennis Calillo. And that three-pointer rattles around and bounces on out.
Subs in. Onyegbula for Dennis Calillo.
And Garib set to inbound on the baseline. And that's going to go to Fu. And he's able to find himself a little bit of space and gets past the first defender. Help defender doesn't get there quite fast enough. And
yeah, that was a rapid shot for him. He had to sneak in.
That might be the Legends' first lead of the night, but again, very, very short-lived. Both teams are able to respond seemingly at will here. And a little too much on that pass from Drinkwater, but a little too much on that layup attempt there from the Panthers. So
nice steal by Panthers. Nabbed it from under Garib's hands.
Yeah, good instincts by the Panthers players to put pressure on whenever they can. If the Legends aren't back to support, it's not enough for one person to make it happen. But again, right back to that tie game. Garib is going off right now. Yeah. And that buzzer beater attempt was a little bit late, so the refs are going to wave that one off. But no, not much difference there. So Nafisa, why don't you tell us what's going on around school these days?
Let's start off with athletics, since this is a basketball game. Congratulations to the senior girls basketball team on the weekend that took home the championship trophy, finishing first in the Memorial Composite High School basketball tournament. They dominated the play the entire weekend. Well done, senior girls.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's a lovely gym they've got over at Memorial. I've been over there once or twice, and they do a great job hosting that tournament. They've got a great space there over in Stony Plain, as long as you don't mind going for the drive. And well done, senior women's.
The junior girls are not doing bad either. I hear that they have 4 wins straight, 0 losses right now.
Yeah,
it's really impressive.
I got to catch the end of their game last week at St. Francis Xavier. So we were, the later game is the junior men's, but it was a commanding finish on that one for the junior girls. So shout out to all of the women's basketball players here at Lillian Osborne.
The home games I've been to, the junior girls have been, there were plenty of injuries, but they picked themselves back up.
Yeah, it's always good to have that depth too, where someone might step out because they're not feeling great, but there's always someone looking to take those minutes and to contribute how they can. So
that's true. 23-22. Panthers are just 1 behind.
Yeah, second quarter action set to take place here. So I expect both teams will settle in a little bit here, but who knows? We might just get a scoring fest all night tonight. I think this is probably it's the fastest pace the Legends have set so far this year, and I can't speak for the Panthers, but I imagine they're in a similar boat.
Push foul on the Panthers. Drinkwater has taken a couple of fouls tonight, but he's gone back up.
Yeah, and so nice to see the other team fouling early. Might be find ourselves in bonus territory a little bit later in the game. And Gill makes a great extra pass there. And just not enough on that finish.
So another foul on Legends.
And Tran looking to get that ball back, but is a little bit too aggressive on that one. So. And the Legends are going to take a page out of the Panthers' book, putting a little bit of pressure on in that half court. And just about enough to come up with that turnover, but they're going to have to hustle back on defense. And some nice dribbling moves, followed by that scoop layup. Is going to see number 20 for the Panthers.
That ended up with a
go to the line. So that's McCulloch, yeah.
The point still counted. Oh, the foul on the Legends, actually.
Yeah, the old and one play. Whereas my mom used to think it was called Andy, if any of you know the and one brand. She didn't quite know how to read that. So.
Really? Is your mom a big fan of ball?
Yeah, no, she she would tolerate it, but I wouldn't call her a fan per se. All right, and the Legends attempt to bring it down, but not quite taking care of that ball is going to put Drinkwater in a difficult position, and that's ultimately going to be a dead ball turnover, which the Panthers are now going to make an effort to push back with some pace here. And that attempt comes up a little bit short there, but Jackson looking for some support, and he finds it in the form of Onyembula. And he's going to use his dribble here, and a great dribble pass. He's going to find Tran inside, but unable to maintain possession there. A good instinct, a good potential look, but not quite.
That was a nice pass in between the tight defense. Oh, the ball goes to the Legends. I think that was a foul.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that was a foul or just an out-of-bounds play, but great pressure by the Legends to make it difficult for the Panthers. They went through a couple of reads on that offensive trip and could not find any easy offense, so that's a sign of good defense.
Clean shot by Onyembula.
Yeah, and he's going to find his rhythm there. Looks like a three-pointer to me, but there might have been an error on the score earlier, or I'm just mistaken.
No, it was pretty far.
All right, and number 15 for the Panthers, and on that attempt, that's Irambona, and he's going to be fouled, so he'll find himself 2 free throws at the line.
What's your favorite line of basketball shoes, Mr. Fitz?
Oh, that's a difficult one. You know what? I've worn many different shoes in my day, but I'm currently playing with some Giannis ones. So those are a Nike shoe, but I've
the
had
Greek legend.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm a fan of them. They've worked well for me so far. So I'm sure the Legends are talking about their favorite shoes and the timeout as well. Coach Tom just giving everyone a chance to make sure they're laced up. Not too much dust on the bottom of those. That was a Legends timeout, that's correct, yeah.
I heard that Giannis actually lived in a small apartment with his mother and his siblings in Greece before he came to the U.S.
I believe you are correct, yeah. He's quite the kind of rags to riches story. And yeah, very inspirational. I mean, he's a hardworking man and, you know, an ultra-talented player, kind of someone who's got
super talented.
The sort of athleticism that sort of breaks the game, does things you don't expect him to be able to do.
There are certainly stars like that in the world, especially him.
And who knows, maybe we have some amongst our halls here.
Some legends.
Yeah, we might see them emerge. Well, maybe over the next 35 minutes here, or 38 minutes, or 28 rather. We're already through that first quarter. That went fast. All right, and neither free throw is going to fall for number 15, and the Legends are able to secure the rebound. So good defensive possession there, not allowing for anything. And
that was a quick pass out of bounds.
Yeah,
Rushed out.
I saw the two players make eye contact, and that usually means like I got an idea, but maybe a little too much heat on that pass for Drinkwater to pull in. But nice instinct to,
Try. Yep.
yeah, attack near the basket, put the defense on their heels. And the Panthers setting that high screen. And another three-point attempt on this offensive trip for them, but both are going to come up a little short, and Dennis Calillo with a head full of steam into the offensive end. And nice composure there to work that ball around and give other players a nice look at that, but ultimately we're back to Panthers ball, and that long two-point attempt is going to come up short. That's one that you'll often see coaches stress. You know, if you're going to shoot from all the way back there, just take another step back and make it worth one extra point. But and there we go.
With the final rebound by Dabowski.
Yeah, he's found himself in the right spot a number of times here. So great positional play by Dabowski, and he's rewarded with a couple points that time.
Using his height to his advantage. That was something on the Legends.
Yeah, I think that might have been Onyegbula. We'll hear what the ref says in a second.
I think number 16 from the Panthers on the line. Sorry, 15 again, twice in a row.
Yeah, I had been hopeful that the Legends might find themselves in shooting territory after that early foul by the Panthers, but it's been 4 straight fouls by the Legends. So
makes the first in, number 15, and so does the second.
Yeah, good free throw shooting that time, and that's why you don't make predictions as a broadcaster. You know, you really have no idea what's going to happen
Might
next.
just jinx it.
Yeah. And Fu's able to find Dennis Calillo, and he's able to use a move to get inside, but a little bit heavy off the glass there, and that'll be Panthers possession. And Garib makes a nice heads-up play there, and Dennis Calillo is able to maintain possession despite some heavy pressure. That foul on number 8, King.
Yeah, we saw him right there, kind of shoved down Dennis there.
And sometimes that's not a bad foul to give. I mean, you're slowing down a potential fast break. You've got only 1 foul against you in the quarter, so there
It's
are
a risky move, but
yeah, there are smarter fouls out there, and that's probably closer to that end of the spectrum. And it looks like the Panthers bench is looking for a foul call, but the refs don't agree, and they're the ones that matter. And Fu's able to quickly convert that and use that left hand to finish. So nice finish by Fu. Stretch that lead up to 3 points, but still only a 1-possession game, and the Panthers will look to close it in a hurry. And that shot ultimately off the front iron, but good defensive instincts there. And a lovely kick. So back and forth action here. Yeah, I'm sure the Legends would love to go into the exam break on a win. So lots of energy from both teams. And that's another foul for number 8, King.
Fu on the free throw line.
I don't think it's a shooting foul, actually. Sorry, we might just be in from out of bounds there. He might have been able to sell that as if it was a shot, but that's kind of that trickery you have to know as a player. After you hear that whistle, make it seem like you were shooting no matter what, and then even if they don't give it to you, you can complain.
There's a lot of strategy to basketball as well.
Yeah, it's I guess the nuance of the game that takes a little bit of time to figure out, but they're going to call that a travel, kind of a creative idea from number 10. I liked it in theory, but a few too many steps. So Grebe set to inbound to Fu. And Fu back to Grebe. Lots of room there for Onyegbula, and he looks to find Dabowski, but that pass is down near the knees, and he's unable to pull it in. Panthers get another offensive trip here, and they're looking to make things happen from three-point range, and they do.
That was a second three-pointer from Granley from the Panthers, number 21.
Yeah, one of many lead changes here in the last few minutes. And some good patience by the Legends is going to have them generate some decent offense there. But 2 tries is not enough. So Panthers racing down the other way, and he sees a whole lot of white jerseys, but is ultimately able to draw the contact. That's a tough one. That's a pretty quick play there. So that'll go against Anyang Bula.
Yeah, not all Legends are going to escape from this unscathed.
Yeah, luckily, like we said, they've got that exam break to rest and recover.
Definitely, it's been a hard semester.
But
season.
Hopefully all the players are feeling good after this. You never want anyone to be injured on either side of the floor.
Nope.
And the first attempt there is good. And the second attempt is good. So strong free throw shooting from Granley. And that's enough to stretch that Panthers lead to 4 points. And Dubowski opened once again on that inside read. The Legends are looking for him. And I'm sure the majority of those will fall by the end of the night, but I'm sure he would take that one back if he could. And nice board by Garib. Looking to push some pace again. And he finds Smurl, who takes that 3-point attempt, but I believe that should have touched iron, so maybe there should be a shot clock reset, but yeah, without that reset at present, there's 5 seconds for the Legends to get that shot up. And another bucket for Garib, yeah. Bit of a fadeaway action there, so he's clearly feeling it tonight.
He's been on really big fire today. Recently had an injury, but he's back on the court.
Yeah, we started our season with a tournament at Holy Trinity, and it was in our last game in that tournament, he rolled his ankle in kind of the first minute of action, and that saw him out for a couple of weeks, but good to see him back and contributing. What I think every player wants to do.
Definitely.
And Dennis Cleo will try that dribble here. And generates a decent look for himself, but not quite enough. And so Fu kicks to Dennis Cleo again.
There's a travel call on Tran and Drinkwater subbing in for Fu and
Dubowski.
From the Legends.
But not a lot of stoppages here, and not a lot of timeouts or anything of the sort. I mean, the Panthers have found themselves in bonus, so that might slow down the remainder of this half, but ultimately some fast-paced basketball. Everything moving along pretty quick here. And a bit of a late whistle there. I'm not sure. All right, well, looks like Tran maybe swung through, and that's enough to send number 6, Hunter, to the line.
Only 2 minutes, 35 seconds left in second quarter. It's kind of slowing down already, but this is his 3rd time on the free throw.
And the second attempt is good as well. So Panthers are able to get that lead back up to 4 points. And Drinkwater sizing up his match around midcourt, finds Smurl. He's going to swing to Garib. He's going to try his dribble, and able to keep that footwork alive to give himself a nice inside look. So I think it was that extra bit of patience that earned him that bucket. And a good team defensive effort from the Legends that time.
A little struggle there, but nice across the court pass.
And good heads up by Garib there. Usually when plays go that quickly, it's hard to stay composed, but Dennis Cleo gets that one to roll in as well.
It was a great back and forth there.
Yeah, we're right back to a tie game.
Quick.
And great hands by Tran that time. He doesn't turn it over, but the extra positioning of the ref maybe makes it for Drinkwater to pull that one in.
The
So
ref managed to escape the ball's
yeah, maybe
trajectory at the last second.
he kind of set a pick for him there. So unfortunate spacing, but no one tries to get in the way of anything there. So
Timeout by the Legends. Right now.
yeah, we've got a minute 25 to play here in the first half, and again, you can't ask for a closer matchup than this. So.
What? So, Mr. Fitz, you said you played guard in high school, or?
You know what? It's quite funny. I actually never played high school basketball. I was a lacrosse player back in the day.
Lacrosse.
I played some hockey. I played lots of other sports, but eventually I didn't want to get hit as much, and so I made my way over to basketball because it plays very similarly to lacrosse, and I've enjoyed the game ever since, but I feel like I've always been playing catch-up because a lot of these young men are far more talented than I was at their age, so they've got a lot going for them. And I also tell that, though, to high school players that try out. We had almost 100 players, I think, try out between our junior and our senior programs. And it never feels fun having to cut that many students because, obviously, at the end of the day, we only need a roster of 13 or 14. But maybe there's a little redemption there where, hey, I never even played on our high school basketball team. So it doesn't mean that anyone's basketball career is over. It's just there's lots of ways to be involved in the game. And
that's definitely true.
You got to find that path for you.
Yeah, basketball has been gaining popularity, I've noticed, over the students.
Yeah.
Really I remember in junior high, there were about 400 kids just in the men's tryouts. And
wow.
only 50 in the girls. But they're catching up.
But yeah, well, and again, our women's programs here, as you mentioned earlier, have had a lot of success this season. So success generally begets success.
That was by Hunter.
Hunter is, yeah. I think he might have held Tran there to find himself open. So, part of basketball is fouling the right way. And I'm not the ref, so what I think doesn't matter. But Tran gets to respond on his own and gets a basket of his own. And a nice little dribble move by number 20, McCulloch, but not enough to send it home thereafter. Let's see if the Legends look for a 2-to-1 possession here. So at this point in the game, you can usually generate 2 possessions for the other team's 1 if you are wise with your clock management. So
there's only about 30 seconds left in the quarter.
And the Panthers on that baseline drive, nice kick and good ball movement. And the good contest by Tran, a little late there, is enough, but the Panthers are battling for this every single time. And that's going to be a technical foul call on the Panthers coach. And so that's going to be sending the Legends to the line the other way.
11 seconds back. Let's see what they can do in this short amount of time. 37-37 with halftime fast approaching. Is this a technical foul on the Panthers?
Yeah, that's correct. And that shot's a little bit long there. And so that's going to be white ball for possession. Or rather, black ball, my mistake. So they're going to be shooting too. Yeah, often the technical involves possession as well. Or sorry, not even shooting too, my mistake.
No, it's just from the inbound with Hunter.
It's, I guess if you try enough, you'll eventually get the situation right, so. All right, and the quick 3-point attempt is enough there. And Drinkwater has just enough time maybe to heave it up, but he looks to pass instead. And
hits the shot clock.
Yeah, Jackson's got something against the shot clock there. So, well, an entertaining first half up to this point. We got 40-37 with the Panthers up here, but anyone's game with this number of lead changes. So thank you, everyone, for joining us for the first half. I think we'll take a bit of a break here on our end, if I'm not mistaken. And we'll see you all in about 9 minutes and 43 seconds. All right, and welcome back, everyone. I hope you had a lovely halftime break there, and I'm joined by Nafisa. I'm Mr. Fitzgerald, if you're just joining us right now, and we're excited to bring you some second half basketball action today.
37-40 with Panthers in the lead, starting off quarter 3.
And we've had some big contributions today. Nice little shout out to Garib, finding his offense early and often. And lots of other contributions on the Legends as well.
It's kind of messy here. So many intense scorings tonight.
All right, so Panthers begin with possession here and look to move that ball around. And once again, feeding the big man Hunter, who's able to get to his spot for some quick offense. And Drinkwater gets to his spot and almost able to respond there, but a little bit heavy off that back iron, and that's going to bounce out. And that Euro step attempt comes up a little bit short there. And while the Panthers are able to secure the first offensive rebound, that second one is going to go to the Legends. But
Drinkwater, I believe his first travel.
Yeah, and that's going to find it Panther balls again. So you hope those little plays don't add up to too much at the end of the game, but kind of that heads-up awareness piece makes a big difference. And that three-point attempt is long by the Panthers, and so that's going to go back to Drinkwater there. And he's going to find Gill, and Gill is able to get inside to his spot, and ultimately unsuccessful before Sam gets an attempt, and ultimately that's going to be Legends ball. So good hustle by both teams trying to secure that. All right, and we've got Legend substitutions. So Dennis Kaleo is going to come in for Onyeg Bula. And Gill set to inbound here, finds Garib. Garib tries that dribble before kicking it off to Dennis Kaleo, and that travel is going to make that Panther ball.
Yeah, another travel.
Yeah, turnovers and made and missed free throws are often those stats coaches look at the end of the game and say, well, if we could have done that a little bit different, that might have made the difference. But, I mean, still a lot of game left here to play, and that's going to be Legends ball again inbounding from their own side.
Yeah, just like you said, smart fouls, and there are some smart fouls worth taking a risk for.
And Garib thinks about it, but puts that ball down to drive, and good read by the Panthers, and they're able to push that and find some space and pace. And ooh, Gill in and out there. I was going to say that's where he operates best, but
Chan for the rebound.
Yeah, nice to have a big man that can clean up for you. And Hunter's putting on a clinic there. He's able to get to his spot and finish despite the contact, so he'll be at the line shooting one.
So yeah, his fourth time on the free throw line. He's been playing a lot of the shots here for the Panthers.
Yeah, very reminiscent of 90s and 2000s basketball that primarily played through the bigs.
Really, this era of basketball.
We've seen a bit of a revolution with all the shooters in the league, the Steph Currys and such, but you know, if you're that much closer to the rim, your job is often a little bit easier. And that three-point attempt is long by the Panthers. And they'll take another and another long attempt. So Gill's going to push pace there. He's got a man on. And that rushed pass will find its way back into Panthers' hands. So we hope that the Legends can find a way to settle into a pace that works for them here. I think they're trying to rush and match the pace of the Panthers, but good teams play at their own pace. And I think Coach Tom will probably say something very similar to that as the Legends call for a timeout. And the Panthers happy
wow,
with how they've opened this half.
39-46 already.
Yeah, a little bit of separation there, but again, nothing that can't be overcome with the remainder of time that we've got here today. So Nafisa, what's your first exam with our exam break fast approaching? What do you got to study for?
I actually had my social final today.
Oh, how'd that go?
I think it went well. I didn't even remember. It was the 10-minute presentation. I just went off on it.
Yeah.
My whole class was full of anxiety. I could feel the anxiety.
Yeah, those presentation minutes go by fast, similar to commentating minutes where you start talking and then you're like, oh, it's over. Okay, well, I hope I said something that made sense.
Do you remember your finals, Mr. Fitz?
You know what? Not really, no. As a couple finals at my time at the University of Alberta. If you ever get a chance to go there, if you end up there, if you write in the Butter Dome, it's thousands of students. So
I've heard about the Butter Dome being used as I've only been there for track.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
never known that it was used as a environment for finals. It's kind of
it's more fun for track or more fun for basketball. That's where I probably spent more of my time when I was a student there. But this main gym will be converted tomorrow, actually, into an exam space. So we'll go from this space to hundreds of desks in here. And as you mentioned, some maybe stressed or anxious students doing their best to wrap up courses and the like. And that first free throw is off the mark for number 21. That's Makula, or I apologize, Granley. And the second is going to miss as well. So Legends looking to push pace, but again, maybe that's not the game they want to be playing. Maybe they need to play with a little bit more composure here. That's my hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge for any of these players that watch this broadcast in the future. And that split is going to allow Gil to find Fu. Fu's going to work his way inside, and a nice setup to Tran there. And the mid-range game is not dead, but that shot's a little bit long for number 5, Chalk. And so Fu, in a hurry, is going to find Tran once more, but Tran finds his way to the line this time.
Luck he wears the goggles.
Yeah, that's another classic look. Yeah, absolutely.
That's true. See it a lot.
All right, and that first basket falls, so Tran will see if he can make it 2 at the line, and ultimately they're not able to come up with that, but good attempt by the Legends to maintain possession there. And it looks like they're going to be applying a little bit of pressure here, something we saw the Panthers do to start the game. So looks like Coach Tom wants to see them make a bit more of an effort, but a breakdown there is going to lead to some easy points for the Panthers. So probably not exactly what the coaches were looking for. And Gil on the kick out there to Fu. Fu works it around to Garib. And good defense from the Panthers, able to come up with a man in front for every Legends attempt there. But excellent hands by Fu to break up that pass to the inside.
Yeah, the Panthers are making good use of the team despite being short-benched.
And good push of pace by Dennis Calillo there, and again using that high window and able to make that one count. And a little bit late on that contest there is going to see the Panthers take advantage. Yeah, another 3-point play for them. And Gil on that kick out to Dennis Calillo. He finds his spot along the baseline there. We've got a fresh clock to work with, so nothing to rush here. And we've got Dubowski in the middle, and Fu asks him to clear out, find some space to get his shot up, but not enough to get it in. And the step back 3 is going to fall for number 21, Granley.
That's his 4th 3-pointer.
All right, and great drive by Fu, and that's going to be a foul on Hunter. His eyes suggest he does not think it should have been a foul. No comment. We've got the Panthers coach asking me for a little bit of feedback here. I've played a lot of basketball, and I know when to keep my mouth shut. So
no comment from the broadcast.
No comment. I can't change the game any way you cut it. So
yeah, I got to be neutral.
All right, and Fu lines up for the second one here. And that one is true. There is an old expression in basketball, the ball does not lie, but that's usually when you're playing without referees.
Without referees.
All right, another quick foul response by the Legends will send some of the Panthers to the line. So not surprising to see lots of pace and running in that first half, and it looks like both teams are kind of settling in a little bit here. And the first free throw attempt is going to be off the front. And that second attempt is true. All right, Gill with a lot of real estate in front of him. I think he's going to look to attack. And not a bad attempt on the offside, but not quite enough. And Hunter is going to be able to break through and again draw that contact. And so that foul on Dubowski is going to be, I have to imagine, his third or so at this point. I should be able to tell you the exact. Is it third? Did I get it right? I was just guessing. I was just throwing numbers out there. It sounded probable.
That's his third. Yeah, I think you're right. It's more than one.
You know, I mentioned my mother earlier, but I need to give a shout out to Coach Tom's mom, because she actually normally comes to these games and also does a ton of our stats for us. So she's the one that I look to for these numbers. And actually, I was sitting with her for the game last week, and I promised I'd give her a shout out this week.
That's
so
really interesting.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to his mom. Yeah, no, you don't. I don't know. I have not seen really mother-son basketball fans. So it's pretty interesting.
Yeah, well, actually, Miss Johns Bell, one of our assistant principals, is also involved with our senior women's team, and she's a mother and passionate basketball fan, so they're definitely out there. And Garib is going to look for the next open man, and that's going to be Gill there. Kicks back to Garib. And back to Gill. A little two-man game going, and Gill tries to get it going in the midcourt, but comes up short there.
Hits the face there, but he's good.
Yeah, the Legends unable to capitalize on a bit of a miscue there from the Panthers. In video game terms, we used to call that an off the heezy. For any of you NBA Street fans out there, that's dating myself, but great game if you happen to find yourself a GameCube or PlayStation 2.
There's a lot of NBA game fans out there, especially I think it's a timeout by the Legends, I believe.
Yeah, so timeout here. I think both coaches trying to settle their teams down. There's still a fair bit of game to go here, and again, it isn't over until it's over. So.
Yeah, nowadays the kids play NBA 2K. What was it? I don't know. I always hear people say
no,
2K.
That's the big one, 2K. Yeah.
Just like FIFA, well, now basketball's replacing.
Yeah, I think FIFA might still be the most popular game internationally, but I've played a little bit of 2K and I am trash. It's best I don't play those types of games anymore. But
to be honest, I really like FIFA. I like playing FIFA, but NBA 2K, I don't know, kind of like real life basketball more.
Yeah, actually, I've talked a little bit about my high school days, but my last semester of grade 12, I only had 2 classes, and they were every second day. So I was playing Madden football like it was my full-time job back then, and it was a lot of fun hours, but maybe not as productive though. I mean, I thought it was fun at the time, but now I think about all the things I could have been learning, how I could have been bettering myself. So I know it's the teacher perspective. Again, the students say, "Wow, what a good idea!" But having that much free time actually got a little bit boring. I kind of missed being around school. So It's maybe a grass is always greener scenario. All right, Panthers inbound here, and we've got 21 bringing that up. And maybe looking to work that into the high post, but 5 just says, hey, I can pull that.
And
so
he did.
A long 2-point shot for him. No contest, and he says, okay. And that's back to Grebe there, and he's going to look about it. And that behind the back dribble just doesn't quite work out for him. And that's going to give an opportunity for a fast break the other way. All right, and Fu looking to respond quickly, and he's able to get that little floater to roll. Nice shot there by Fu. Good instincts. And Panthers look to move the ball in and out of that corner there, and that cross-court pass is interrupted, but Legends unable to take possession away until just now. So Gil finds himself, with a really nice feed.
Yeah, you need the big man there sometimes. Good by Tron.
Yeah, and you know, that's the only way to come back is one bucket at a time. So,
Nice layup by McCulloch. Sorry if I butchered your name.
The Panthers might have something to say with that, with the bank 3.
Subs in for the Panthers, Barkay and Irimbona, and Drinkwater for Legends with Garib out. Quick change.
And Gil will kick that into Fu to get things rolling here. Drinkwater will size up his man. And that ball is turned over before making its way to Tran. And Hunter from the corner, he's going to skip all the way across. And great recovery on defense by Drinkwater. He went from sprinting out to contest to backpedaling and stuck with that whole time. So props there, good footwork. And that ball is going to be out of bounds over the top of the net, and as a result, that's going to be Legends ball. Drinkwater to bring it in here. And Tran is able to garner some position inside, and he's going to be contacted there by number 6 Hunter.
It's a foul on him. I think it's his first or second. Might be wrong. That's Tran on his second free throw.
Yeah, we've got number 8 King coming in for the Panthers, and number 5 Chalk checking out. And the first falls for Tran. Friendly little shooter's roll there. And that second one is in and out, but great rebounding. And the 2 extra attempts aren't quite enough.
Tries to rebound himself, but good try.
And that 3-point attempt is good by number 21. That's Granley.
He's been stocking up the 3-pointers.
Yeah, good shooting tonight by the Panthers. You don't always know on any given night how a junior men's team is going to shoot, but I would have to imagine their coach is pretty happy with that performance up to this point. And Gil is able to save that ball to Fu. Fu's going to work it to Onyangbula. And Hunter finds himself in the right place to contest and with the ball on the other end.
Nice push by Fu. Pushed it out of bounds.
Yeah, nice tap out. Gives an opportunity for the Legends defense to get set and find their man.
Dubowski subs in for the Legends.
Yeah, it looks like Tran is out for now, and it seems that the Panthers are going to make their own substitution, so Hunter coming out for Smith here. All right, so Panthers maintain possession here, and look to swing it back to the corner. And a little dribble drive action with the handoff, followed by another dribble drive. And nice rebound by Dubowski. Gill's got a ton of space to operate in the middle here. Is it enough for him to attack? I think probably. And better yet is to draw that help defender and find Dubowski open inside. And we've got about 9 or 8.8 seconds left here, so we'll see if they try to maintain possession or get a quick look up with the Panthers on their heels. This is one of the best places to inbound from. Defenses have a hard time tracking players and the net here. And that three-point attempt by Gill is going to come up short.
Just from here, looked like it made it in.
Yeah,
nice half court.
The right power, just maybe not the right line. But we find ourselves going into the fourth quarter here with the Legends down 70-48. So tough quarter for the Legends there. I mean, we were all neck and neck through the first 2 quarters seemingly, but we'll see. You know, the same thing they did. Nothing's impossible for it to swing the other way. So.
Shout out to the Lillian Osborne Parent Association. Our live broadcast would not be possible without them. Especially to all the parents coming to watch the game, supporting whoever they're coming to watch. Yeah,
we've got some good attendance in the stands here tonight. It's always great that friends and family can tune in at home and they don't have to come in person. But I always like seeing sports in person. Just makes it that much more exciting and kind of keeps you focused or engaged on the game.
Did your mom ever come to see your basketball games, Mr. Fitz?
You know what? I didn't actually play basketball in a league until I was like in men's league. So no, my mom never came. It would have been
not even in the men's league.
Not in men's league, no. But she was a big supporter of my my earlier sports endeavors. So I definitely appreciate that. But it's always funny when there's fans in men's league games. You're like, oh, there's maybe 4 people here. So.
Well, that's how you get to the. Yes, big leagues.
Yeah.
Stepping stone.
Yeah, not so much actually. I think
sometimes.
I think you got to be a little better at this level than again I probably ever was. And well, who knows? Maybe there's some men's leagues ballers out there destined for bigger things. But all right, and so Panthers looking to move it around here, use a little bit of shot clock, and generate a good look. And they're able to secure that offensive rebound for another good look. Well, or at least what they'll be attempting to do. And strong on-ball defense by Drinkwater there, and Gill coming in with some excellent help. And he's going to find Dubowski springing away there, and Dubowski will be fouled under the net.
That's Dubowski to the free throw. I think so, yep.
Yeah, and so he's going to be shooting 2. Good patience. I mean, there's often that instinct to rush and try to get that shot up right away, but I think he was going to use that pump and go up, and the ref rewards him with shooting 2 here for that
yeah, no,
Panthers aggression.
Patience is very hard, especially in a high-intensity game such as this.
And that first shot is a little bit long, but Dubowski sets himself up for his second shot, and we've got a lane violation by White, so they've got to wait till that shot hits the rim before anyone can go, and maybe a little bit of impatience with that kind of hanging shot there by Dubowski.
Subs in for the Panthers, a mullet for Granley.
Wow, I almost didn't believe you for a second when you said mullet, but sure enough, that is the name. I thought you were just describing the guy coming in.
No, I would never do that.
And we've got some good ball movement attempt there, but Gill is able to interrupt it, and with a head full of steam the other way, calls his own number and is able to score on that short side there. So nothing insurmountable here with 20 minutes to go, and Legends looking pretty alert. And that's Darren Kaleo there.
Another foul.
And they're going to check Hunter back in, not taking too many risks without their star big in. He's been a big impact player here, and I think coach is thinking he's probably had enough rest, and he shows it as he comes up with the ball there.
There's an injury on his shoulder, but he's still playing perfectly fine, I think.
Yeah, sometimes that tape is to keep that muscle loose or to open it up, but let me tell you, I woke up with a sore neck and shoulder today, and I didn't do anything yesterday, so that's how I know I'm getting old. Maybe I need some tape like that. That's what I'm missing.
Yeah, no, my back keeps hurting lately. I think I'm too young for this, but I don't know. I shouldn't say that.
You definitely are too young for this. I thought I was too young for this, but. All right, so that's number 15, Dubowski there. And that's going to send number 8, that's King, to the line. He'll be shooting 2. And Tran checks back in for Dubowski.
Yeah, that's his first time on the free throw line. And makes the first shot in.
And that second free throw attempt is going to come up a little bit short, so it's going to be white ball. You've got to at least hit the rim for the ball to stay live and active, and so Gill will inbound here to Drinkwater. And he's going to look to push that quickly. But a little bit long from Dennis Calillo there. Almost looked like a pass to Tran on the inside. You know, that's always fun too when you miss so bad that it's a pass attempt, and then they make you look smart. And good move by Drinkwater, able to keep that dribble alive long enough,
inbound.
use that step through, and earn himself a trip to the charity stripe.
This is his first time on the free throw, but Drinkwater has been taking quite a bit of a fall. But he always gets up.
Yeah, he likes to put his body on the line there, and it pays off this time. So first free throw falls. And that second free throw is good as well. So nice shooting for him from the guard. And the whole team comes through to help defend Hunter there, and that pays off as that attempt is just a little bit short, but Gill steps up to meet the ball where it's at. Good instinct there, and the Legends are able to re-secure possession. And that's going to be the third technical foul on the Panthers there. A surprising number. I'm not sure exactly what that one was about, but Drinkwater will be shooting yet again. And he's able to make that one count. So great shooting by Drinkwater. Again, keeping that within 20 points. So time winding down, but nothing impossible.
7 minutes left. 20 points.
All right, and we'll see Dennis Calillo push some pace here. And unable to keep that dribble alive long enough to generate a chance, but Gill with the heads-up play, reading that Panther pass. And Foo's going to kick that back out.
Bit of a miscommunication there, but...
And the Panthers are able to convert that for an easy 2 points. And Gill, again, tacking space in the middle. Not a bad look, but a little bit long off that back iron. Legends looking to put on a little bit of pressure here, I think recognizing that they've got to do something to disrupt the flow of that Panther offense. And good hands there. And Gill driving hard down that sideline. But ultimately that will remain or go back to Panthers ball.
Yeah, the defense has been kind of growing tighter, but Panthers offense still kicking in.
And that's going to be a blocking foul on Gil. So
That's
the third.
The first blocking
Yeah,
foul.
sorry. Yeah, third team foul for the Legends this quarter. And I believe the first on Gil. And Dennis Cleo able to get a hand on that, but that's going to go out the back. So Panthers will set to inbound yet again, this time from the back. And good Legends pressure here as that shot clock winds down. And Hunter able to get that shot up, but Dennis Cleo able to secure that rebound and push pace with the numbers he's got here. Ultimately good instincts by the defense to stay home and force him to make a shot, and nice little reverse layup by Hunter there. All right, and Tran at the center court is able to come up with that. And Gil goes for a quick 2 points. Tran looking to come out here, maybe get a quick rest. It's a lot of effort putting on this much pressure defensively. Basketball is a hard game at the best of times, but he'll have to stay in until there's some form of a whistle here, and ultimately this might work in favor of the Legends.
I think that was Garrett with yet another point.
Yeah, he had a big scoring outbreak earlier this season, so he's looking to get back to form late here in the game. And I think we're going to see subs on both sides here.
Onyegula and Debelski for Dennis and McCulloch for the Panthers. Subbing out is no one for the Panthers, I think.
And I think the Panthers either found themselves out of bounds there or what, hard to say from this end, but that's a Legends ball yet again, and Fu looking to attack.
That was a good drive in by Fu. Rushed in immediately. But suffered a foul on the way there.
Yeah, some players take a little bit of time to warm up to the game, but it looks like Fu and Gil are playing their best basketball. They've saved it for the fourth quarter here, and not a bad idea.
Yeah, no, they're a good team.
And that free throw is going to be a little bit long. The Panthers look to swing that ball around and bring it into the offensive own. And that's what we talked about, the good missed pass that looks, or missed shot that looks like a pass, yeah.
Subs in for Panthers yet again. Granley for King. You know, that pass is tricky.
And let's see. Not a bad look from three-point land, but a little bit off the mark, and Panthers are looking to push pace still. So good stamina for both teams to be able to run this hard this late into the game, but I guess if they weren't running, the coaches would probably take them off. So. And that's Chalk again. He's had an impactful night. He is.
Yeah, since the second half.
Yeah, some players do a lot when they have the ball in the hands, and other players do a lot when the ball comes their way. So he looks like he's made the most of his opportunities, and that's an efficient game.
That's Anderson for Onyegula. That's the first time he's been on the court, I think.
All right. Yeah, I think you are correct. Yeah, our first time seeing him today. And a nice designed play there, but that shot attempt comes up a little bit short, and Gil is going to run his man out of bounds, and that's going to be a blocking foul, so that will be Panthers ball. And seemingly the fourth team foul on the Legends, so no fouls to give here. They're going to have to defend honestly from this way out, or try to find the worst free throw shooter on the Panthers team.
You know, I think the Panthers have been having good luck with the free throws so far.
That's true.
That's 5. chalk again from the Panthers, wow.
And Fu looking to pace down the middle here. And a nice layup attempt there from Garib. He started off hot and managing to make a mark here in the fourth quarter as well. And then that foul from Dubowski is going to send number 5 Chalk to the line, shooting 2.
That's his first time on the free throw too. This is the first one.
All right, so those 2 attempts come up short, but Panthers able to maintain possession, and look at that, Chalk ends up with 2 points either way. So all things work out in the end, I guess, if you stick with it and you do your best. And a really nice pass there from the baseline by Anderson, and that shot's a little bit long, unfortunately, but a nice look. Sometimes you get just the right angle for it, and I had that spot there this time.
Grab me with that.
Yeah, quick transition offense here. Yeah, Legends looking to keep that gap the same, but I think when the coaches talk to their teams about this game at the end of it, they'll point to that third quarter and the way they came out at the halftime as kind of the deciding factor here.
It's more than 20 points behind. Subs in
that's going to be
Smurl for
Dubowski,
Legends.
who's picked up that foul, and Garib out, and Smurl in, as you said.
I think that's his first time on the court also. Hunter is out for the Panthers.
And that first free throw falls.
Tran is also in for the Legends.
Yeah, Dubowski would be awfully close to that foul limit at this point. I'm not sure his exact number, but...
Yeah, I think he has a bit more than 3, if I'm not mistaken.
And Ainsworth there looking to do something in the half court, but another opportunity here for the Legends. Nice little drive and kick, good instinct. And Fu very convincing on the shot fake. Gets his man to move, but unable to finish the possession. And a great pass inside to Tran. And
a nice fake.
Good patience by Tran. He'll find himself at the free throw line. All right, that's going to be Panthers timeout. So Nafisa, I asked about your first exam, and obviously that was your social today. What's your next exam? What's on the docket?
I think it's bio next week, and then chem.
Okay.
My last one.
So pretty science focused. And what about next semester? What are you looking forward to as we transition from first semester to the second semester in the back half of the year?
I have LA, French, and Bio 35 and Chem 35, as well as Math 30.
Wow, that's quite the heavy semester, yeah. So is that more diplomas in your grade 11 year than your grade 12 year, or?
No, the 35s aren't diploma courses. I hope. The 30 is my first diploma for it.
Gotcha.
Yeah. How was your diplomas, Mr. Fitz? Have any advice for me?
Any advice? You know what? It's funny. I wasn't always the hardest working student. Again, maybe I shouldn't be saying some of this stuff, but I was a student in the 50% of the diploma era. And so
yes.
I'd kind of coast through the class, and then I'd study really hard for one exam. and I almost always was able to boost my mark.
Just pull it up at the last second.
Yeah, sometimes a good little bit. So that is not an advisable strategy. If you're listening at home and thinking you should do that, I strongly encourage you to think otherwise. And that 30% diploma isn't worth quite as much as it used to be. But
Yeah,
yes, all of you should study, no matter what the weighting of the exam is. Do your best.
Golden student advice from.
All right, and those 2 free throw attempts by Tran are ultimately unsuccessful, but
Rebounded by Ainsworth there.
yeah, Ainsworth is able to secure that rebound and find some pay dirt. And good hand there, so Ainsworth looking to be active late here in the game and make a difference. Good to see the Legends staying composed despite the score and still trying to play their best.
They call that the game day ball.
The good old game day ball. Yeah, do you get to keep it at the end of the night if it bounces this way or what?
I actually don't know. I haven't been here long enough for that, but I heard you just pass it around and then give it back. Pass it around to each and every member.
No, that's a nice tradition. I've clearly got to spend more time around the broadcasting table myself. All right, and that corner 3 attempt is a little bit long, so Fu will have an opportunity to push pace here yet again. And that roller, that floater is just off the rim. Rolls out. And Fu looks to the corner for Ainsworth. Ainsworth gets to that little spot. That's a great read there, yeah. Able to get past his first defender, and the under the net defender steps up and he finds that soft middle. And that will go Legends ball.
Yeah, Ainsworth is really making his mark here in the last quarter with 50 seconds left and 88-67 Legends behind.
Yeah, it looks like everyone on this roster is more than capable of contributing, and I'm sure Max now finds himself on the scoreboard. So, you know, a strong roster overall, and I think all the coaches are, you know, thinking, how do you make the most of this? But maybe that exam break will give them some opportunity to rest, get recomposed, and look at what you do going into the second half of the season. It's funny because I was saying to Coach Ish, our senior coach here, that, you know, we started basketball, you know, with a couple open gyms in October, nothing you're not allowed to do. But we start our tryouts in November. We play through December and January. But up to all this time, we've only actually played 5 games for the junior men.
Yeah, I saw on the stats these are both teams' 5th games only, and I thought, oh, that's kind of short for being near the end of the season too.
Yeah, but then we come back in February and we have 5 games in the 1 month. So,
wow.
Or rather, I guess one of them is January 31st. But you know, half of the season is still ahead, and again, lots of opportunities to shake things up, give yourself an opportunity to get into a playoff spot. And once you're there, anything can happen. So I think you know, a good showing from both teams tonight. Obviously, the Legends will want to look at this one and say, what could we have done a little bit different? But, you know, that's part of the process of growing, learning, and improving. And, again, a lot of season remains after this. So.
Yeah, no, as they say, a team is only as strong as its weakest player.
All right, so Smurl will look to inbound here, and it looks like Fu is going to look to get one more shot up, but that'll be all they wrote on this one here tonight. So Ainsworth with one last attempt, but thank you everyone for joining us at home. I'm sure Nafisa has a few things to say before we sign off, but
yeah, this game has been really rapid action right off the bat, kind of slowed down after the halftime. Unfortunately, Panthers going up ahead, but good effort from both teams. And all the players did their best, and at the end, that's all that matters. As you said, there's still half of the season to go, and both teams are near the last of Division 1, I believe, so they still have lots of hope to pull up on the scoreboard for the first division. I hope everyone loved watching this game as much as I did. Quick shout out to the Parent Association for making this broadcast possible. Also shout out to Mr. O and Mr. Zhang for making Game Day possible, along with Abby, Zach, Esther, Inayat, and also Mr. Fitz. Our next broadcast will be on the first day back of semester 2, January 31st, where the junior women's play against, I believe, Strathcona Christian. Once again, I'm Nafisa.
I'm Mr. Fitzgerald.
Thank you all for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, and click that bell icon. And just remember, be legendary.
Have a great night, everyone.